All right, we're here with Charlie Woleben. He is a rising junior here at Soto High School. Charlie, let's go ahead and just have you give a brief overview of who you are, where you're from, and maybe why you chose football as a primary sport.
So, I'm a rising junior here at DeSoto. I'm a defensive end. I'm a multi-sport athlete, but football is just my favorite. I just really like the team aspect of that and having a good time with my friends and getting to play the game.
What other sports do you play, Charlie?
I also play basketball, and I just finished my track season.
Right on. What position in basketball?
Forward.
Forward? And how'd you do at track this year?
I made it to state this year. Didn't have a super good performance at state, but good experience.
Well, are you a thrower or are you a runner?
I do discus and shot.
Discus and shot. That makes sense coming out of the edge there. So let's go back to your sophomore stats. So just a sophomore playing on a 5A team. How many sophomores do you have starting on your team at the moment?
We had 3 starters, and I think probably 5 or 6 more that got significant minutes.
That's quite a bit of sophomores getting playing time. The projection for your guys' next 2 years has got to be really good, right?
Should be a good next 2 years because we also had a lot of juniors, so
that's awesome.
Next 2 years should be pretty good.
That's awesome. As a sophomore, you had 42 total tackles, solo 20. You had 8 tackle for losses, 6 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. Is that right?
Yep.
Right on. So at a combine, again, you stand out on paper. Your 40 is a 4.68. You have a 4.37 20-yard shuttle, a 37.6 standing vertical, a 40-inch max vertical, and a 10.5-foot broad jump. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
You're kind of gifted with some stats that a lot of people would pay really high dollar to get.
I am very blessed to receive what I have. It's also been a lot of work in quick training, quick twitch muscle, a lot of explosive training.
That was going to be my next question. Was that just natural, or did you have to work out it to get that type of athleticism?
Definitely part of that is natural. It is never easy to get to that point, but it's building on top of that that really helps you get to that point.
Talk about a little bit of the sophomore campaign and how was it for you? Did you learn a lot? Was it as successful as you thought? Was it more successful than you thought it was going to be?
Yep. I learned a lot. I had really great teammates to help me. I had 2 senior linebackers that have graduated now, but they really took me under their wing and guided me. I was very successful. I was hoping for a good season, and I was very happy with my results.
Right on. No, you had a great year. Obviously, you're getting a lot of attention now, but more so than just your play, it's really because of the additional things that you bring to the game. Again, you were just a sophomore entering your junior year. You already stand 6'5", weigh 215 pounds. You just kind of stand out, even on paper. Is that kind of what the recruits tell you? Is that what coaches tell you, or are you hearing something different?
No, I definitely have a good frame for football. I have been lucky to have the height and the weight. Trying to add more weight so I can get up to more like a 225, be better line position. But yeah, I'm definitely lucky to have what I have.
What did you weigh last year?
So going into last year, I was probably 195. So putting in significant work in the off season and working on increasing that weight.
What is that work into next off season or to next year with this off season? What does that look like for you?
So I'll be doing high school weights. We have weights in the morning, and then we have an installation period after that. And then I'm also doing top speed and D-line training on top of that.
So let's skip to academics real quick. Sophomore year, what did you end the year with?
I ended the year with a 4.3 GPA.
Now, is that out of a 4.0 weighted?
That's 4.0
So you got more than what?
Yep.
That's insane. One of the greatest characteristics of an athlete in today's collegiate world, can you guess it?
Versatility.
It's availability. And you absolutely have that with a 4.0 GPA. So Charlie, where do you come from?
So I've grown up here my whole life, living in Lenexa, so close to this area, been this district my whole life.
Cool. What do you like to do outside of football for fun?
Really like hanging out with my friends. Also like getting outside, being active, like canoeing, hiking, any of that.
That's awesome. You mentioned that family when we talk about teammates a lot. What about your own personal family? What do they mean to you?
My family is really important. My mom and my dad are very supportive of me, and that's so helpful with all this.
So let's talk about your strengths and weaknesses here in high school. I had 4 strengths for you. I had a general strength where you're calm, cool, and collected in every play. You don't look to get frazzled. You're almost errorless. So talk about how do you kind of approach the game on a varsity level, even just being a sophomore with that calm, cool, collected approach?
I've been playing football for a while now. I think I started tackling like third grade, so part of it's just experience and loving the game. But it's also, I know what I have to do, so I'm just going to go do it. I have great teammates that can help me if I mess up, so I'm just here to have fun.
So the trust that you have in your teammates allows you to play open and free.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That family aspect really makes it. If I mess up, they'll back me up.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So the other strength is obviously your size, your speed as a sophomore. It's only going to get better. That's only going to become more of a strength. What is a weakness that you have that you're trying to work on?
So I definitely feel like more of my weight, because I feel like I'm going against 380 pound linemen. As a 215 pound lineman right now, I'm a little undersized. Like most of the time my game is keeping away from them, keeping them extended with my arms and going around. But I want to be able to hold that position too if I need to stop a run.
Do you replicate your game after anyone, or do you have just an independent style?
So I kind of have my own style, but the pros are always good to go off of because they're professionals for reasons. Like they know what they're doing.
You also use your hands extremely well and you keep your head up. What I see when you coming off that edge is you'll take that left tackle and you have a great bull rush, but you're extended, and then you're able to throw him away and make the play because you're always watching him. Is that from coaching, or is that, again, just a natural position that fits you well?
Part of that's from coaching, but that's also just natural instinct to keep up, looking for the ball, find the ball. But part of that's coaching.
Do you think your game's going to translate to the college level?
I think it should be able to translate to the college level. It'll definitely be a step up, but I think if I add the weight and keep my mobility, it should transfer very well.
Another strength that you have, though, is you always seem to maintain gap integrity. You're never going out and about trying to make a play outside of your responsibility, which actually helps you because the play seems to always funnel right back to you and you make that play. Speak to how you maintain that gap integrity. Is it, again, the trust from the teammates, the coaching? What is that?
So a big part of that is the trust in the coaching, because everybody has their role. We all have our gaps. I know my linebackers will maintain the edge if they have edge responsibility, so I'm able to stay in my spot. And because of that, when they fall back, it comes to me.
What has been your biggest success in high school so far? It doesn't even have to be sports.
I'd say one of my biggest successes has probably been my academics. I've been able to maintain that with all my sports, so that is very important to maintain that high GPA. Another would probably be being a varsity athlete in 3 sports, and that's a huge accomplishment for me.
By your sophomore year?
Yep.
That's awesome.
I'm a sophomore year.
What have been some of the recruiting struggles that you've experienced so far in this process?
Well, one of the big problems is I don't know if I'm doing the right things. I don't know if I'm getting attention because they can't talk to you right now. Like, the most they can do is a camp invite. I don't know if I'm accomplishing what I need to accomplish at this stage.
What are some of the things that you're doing to maybe garnish that attention off of just playing the sport?
So, trying to get to a couple combines, going to hit the camp circuit hard this summer, and just trying to be posting my numbers, be active.
Yep, on social media and stuff?
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, awesome. Hey, Charlie, I appreciate it, man. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. We'll be back next week with our next Inside the Mind and Game. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Remember to like, share, follow, subscribe, all of those things. Take care.